The German parliament here in Berlin has been debating proposals to ban the far-right Alternative for Germany party known as the AfD. The AfD is under surveillance by Germany's domestic intelligence agency for potentially posing a threat to democracy. Although parts of the party have been officially classified as far-right extremist, it is predicted to perform strongly in national elections next month. According to opinion polls, it could finish as the second biggest party in the German parliament. But other parties say they will refuse to go into any governing coalition with the AfD in hopes of keeping it out of government. DW's political correspondent, Julia Saldelli, she joins me now. So, Julia, how would banning the AfD party, how would that work?
Yeah, so there is an article in the German Constitution, Article 21, which declares that any party that aims to impair or eliminate the democratic order in Germany is deemed unconstitutional, and this would create the foundation for a ban of such a party. And the certain rulings that have occurred over the years in Germany have shown that this kind of predisposition of a party has to be proven with evidence, and that there has to be a systematically an active aim to want to disrupt the democratic order. And at that point, it would be the German Constitutional Court that would decide if this is the case. And a case can be brought to the court only by the lower or the upper houses of parliament or by the German government.
So, Julia, what arguments have been presented in favor of a ban?
Yeah, so those who want to bring forward a ban say that there is clear evidence that the AfD is a party that wants to disrupt the democratic order in Germany, and that this is also shown by the fact that the party or parts of the party, certain regional groups of the party, have been classified by the intelligence services as far-right extremists. Now, those who favor a ban say that it is not enough to fight the AfD party politically, but it is time to use all the instruments that are made available by the law. They say that it is clear from by what the AfD is doing that they want to disrupt the democracy in Germany, that they don't respect the constitutional rights to freedom and civil rights, and that this is compounded by the fact that some leading party members routinely use Nazi slogans and Nazi language that is banned in Germany.
And what about opponents of this ban? What do they have to say?
Well, they believe that it is a risk to go forward with the ban because there is a risk that the party could actually even gain more supporters thanks to a ban, because it could play the role of the victim, and that could potentially draw dissatisfied voters to support them even more. There are others that would say that there is a risk that by banning the party, its voters would be even more disenfranchised and would be alienated from the democratic state. But there are also those who say that in any case, the ban of the party would not remove the sentiments of the anti-democratic sentiments of the AfD, its far-right positions within society, and that actually it has to be a political debate, a political fight against the AfD, and a ban would actually not serve its purpose.
And Julia, we know that parts of the AfD have been classified as far-right extremists, and yet it has a certain appeal to a lot of people. How does one explain that?
Well, in the last year especially, the party has capitalized on a certain concern and discontent regarding the topic of migration in Germany. Local authorities have been struggling in dealing with, for example, welcoming refugees. And there has been an increase in number in refugees, especially since Russia's war in Ukraine. And the far-right AfD has picked up on these concerns and has basically led led the political debate in the country over the last year on specifically these concerns, and has promised a hardline migration policy, and voters seem to favor this. But on the other hand, it can also be seen as a protest vote. People who are dissatisfied with the current government and the established parties, the support of the government is at a record low. They see voting for the AfD as a protest against these established parties.
DW political correspondent Julia Saldele with the latest on attempts to ban the AfD party here in Berlin. Julia, thank you.